Gentleman kneels back. Mr. Cline, do you desire time?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, thank you.
Gentleman's recognized.
And I want to thank the large number of law-abiding agents within your agency who work hard for the American people every day. But we can't ignore the violations that have occurred within the FBI by some individuals and the policy changes that were necessitated by those abuses. And for some on the other side to talk about anti-law enforcement rhetoric when morale is at an all-time low in local law enforcement offices because of the defund the police movement on the left, it is rich. It is rich to hear this come from the other side. So my colleague who spoke critically about the performance of some in your agency, Mr. Wray, was doing so with a love for country, a love for the Constitution, and a desire to see the confidence of the American people in their institutions restored after it has been so eroded by the performance of some within your agency acting in violation of the law and in violation of policies. So I'm happy to take up what amounts to a large chunk of my time to stand up for my colleagues who have left and who are under criticism from members of this very subcommittee, and to restate that there is a First Amendment. We have a right to criticize when there is evidence of wrongdoing. We have a responsibility to the taxpayers of this country when there are individuals within your agency who violate the rights of American citizens. And so I needed to stand up for my colleague, and I do want to ask, as part of FISA, I have an amendment that would codify a policy of the Bureau related to abouts collection. Abouts. So the FBI has decided not to engage in what amounts to collection of upstream communication from companies that operate internet cables that interconnect with ISPs' local networks to include the collections of communications about a target. Why did you all stop abouts collection?
Well, I will confess to you, it's been a little while since I looked at that issue. It was very much on our mind back around the time of the last reauthorization, as I recall. I think, again, my memory's not perfect on this, but I think it was a judgment that the benefits from having that were outweighed by, in our view, the potential that the authority could result in a compliance violation of some sort.
Do you have
my memory's a little fuzzy on that, so with that big caveat.
Do you have any intention of resuming abouts collection at this time?
No.
A since declassified set of FISA court opinions from 2011 shed a light on the pervasiveness of the collection at the time and noted that it resulted in tens of thousands of wholly domestic communications collected each year due to what was described then as technical limitations in the implementation of abouts collection. So would it in any way interfere with department policy or activities to codify the practice of the FBI and their suspension of abouts collection?
Well, again, I'd have to review any specific legislative proposal. We have tried to put in place a whole range of policies and system enhancements, and I think the effort on in a number of the legislative reform proposals that are swirling around up in Congress right now are intended to similar language to what you're using to sort of lock in reforms that we've put in place. And I think as a general matter, that's something that we're in favor of. But the specific issue, I'd have to take a closer look, but we're happy to do that.
I appreciate that. Yield back.
Does Mr. Rump?
Yes, I want to respond